Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome back to Man vs Film. It's October, time to get into the horror season, so here's some horror Blu-rays that I've picked up pretty recently. First up is Paganini Horror, which you've probably seen me already review on my channel. I did an unboxing as well. A pretty oddball movie by Luigi Cozzi. Came out in '89, I think it was. Wasn't as crazy as I hoped it was going to be. Still a fun kind of haunted house horror movie type of thing. Next up, and this is one of these movies where you know you're a collector of a label. I love Arrow. They recently released The Prey, one that I thought I'll pick up at some point, but there's a second disc in this set. It's limited edition. Got a couple of other little extras as well, and I thought I need to go for it. It's selling out fast. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I love the tagline. It's not human, and it's got an axe. I'm not going to check out the trailers, I'm not going to read the back of this. I am just going to throw it on one night and hope I get my 80s cheesy, schlocky horror fix. Next up, in HMV's 2 for 15 deal, I picked up Blood and Black Lace. Now the reason I picked this up is because I know Arrow have kind of lost the rights to a lot of the Bava movies they had. They recently re-released a big set of them all to try and capitalise on the last few kind of quid they can squeeze from that range. This is one of these better ones apparently, and it was one that I didn't have in my collection out of that set. I think it may have been the only one. So I rectified that, picked it up while I still could. Next up is Green Inferno, or Cannibal Holocaust 2. I reviewed this a while back in the channel. It was one I was always going to pick up at some point. The 2 for 15 deal seemed the kind of price I was willing to pay for it. I really enjoyed this one. In the plethora of cannibal movies that I've seen, this was one of the more nonsensical, just fun, where there are really no cannibal parts in it much. It's more about just a trio of folk on an adventure through various parts of the Amazon. That just, yeah, it's not overly serious. It's just kind of fun, kind of campy, and entirely something that I just loved. Another one that I picked up I thought was great was The Mountain of the Cannibal God, or The Slave of the Cannibal God, depending how you look at it. This was a particularly fun movie from Sergio Martino. This was one of the ones that I saw when I first started watching the cannibal movies. I really enjoyed it. It's a subgenre that I have a lot of time for, and I think just coming to them now just makes them even more fun, in my opinion. I thought this one was particularly great. Ursula Andress is in this. Typical thing, a group of folk go into the forest to try and find somebody that's missing, stumble across some notoriously evil white folk that are using indigenous people as cattle or torturing them. Everybody gets their comeuppance. That's all you need to know. It's incredibly fun. Last, but definitely not least, is Della Morte Della More, or Cemetery Man, as it's known. This is a bonkers, fantastic movie. I saw this for the first time last year, 2 years ago. There's a review on my channel somewhere. I might update it and do a new one at some point. This is incredibly crazy. Rupert Everett is the Cemetery Man. Basically a guy who's charged with, he works in a cemetery, and basically his job is just to stop the undead when they crawl out their graves. It's so much fun. It's so insane, wacky, just different from pretty much a lot of the movies I've watched. This is one that stuck with me long after seeing it, and I recently picked up this Shameless edition. There we have it. Some horror movies that I've picked up to keep me warm and cosy on the run up to Halloween. Have you picked up any horror movies recently? Or just any movies in general? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.